Of course it didn't give me audio options. Why would it give me audio? Alright, we'll balance it on the fly. Alright. Couple minutes late, folks. That's because the one thing I didn't test was to make sure the capture still worked. So apparently it didn't. So I had to reinstall the software for my capture device real quick in order to get things to work. Hello, folks. It's one of those days. Congrats on the new doggo, Charizard. Aw. That's half what our dog is. Our dog is a husky mix, but we have no idea what he's mixed with. We just know he's the size of a beagle because that's what the shelter told us he was. So I guess something in that range is the husky mix. Unfortunately, he's too smart for his own good. Because trust me, that husky half makes them very dramatic and a bit too intelligent. They know what they want and they know how to get it. But yes, folks, it's time, but not on the proper day because we had swap days. Kind of not necessarily last minute, but today instead of tomorrow, we're starting Rider Chronicle. What this is a weekly look at 50 different Rider games from across the years and across consoles and other platforms. All of these are, well, let me rephrase. Most of these are some of probably the lesser known stuff to a lot of people. You know, he's not that far off from ours in terms of the coat. Ours is like a bit more brown than black in places. He's a good boy. Granted, all dogs are good boys, but he is a good boy. He looks like a good boy. Yeah, this is a look at 50 different Rider games, most of which are probably unfamiliar to a lot of people because I swear people only bring up like 3 Rider games in existence. So this is a chance to see some other stuff. Yes, it's Thundergale. It is, the Shining Assault Hopper to the Shining Hopper that is Jack. Because that's the bystand for it that they showed this week. The fan surprisingly does move. Because video got out of the standby of, I guess, someone at the Bandai office playing with it or something. Fuck if I know. But we just know the standby for it. Yeah. Kagura will probably come back. They did not go out of their way to make a... fair. Honestly, me and Tommy had that conversation Sunday, where we just went, you know, Daiji's probably doesn't have a lot to him, to be honest. And even though he's a secondary writer, Sakura, aka Jean, feels more like a secondary writer at times. That might be on purpose. And I guess I'm okay with that. Probably. I don't know. I have no strong feelings towards Kakuro in Daiji, to be honest. Oh, I'm sure they're not going anywhere. Yeah, this is 50 different Rider games, and I will show the schedule on stream real quick. Just so you all can see this if you haven't already seen it on the Twitter. As soon as I pull it up. There we go. So we're going to kick things off this week with a look at Kamen Rider SummonRide. That is... I'll move it over here, just so it's not in the way of chat. That is the Toys to Life Rider game. We're going to be taking a look at it on hardware, because it's the only way to play this game, actually. Then we're also going to take a look at the Kamen Rider 5's game on PlayStation 2. That'll be emulation. A lot of the stuff you see on this list is going to be emulation. Golden Horse. I don't know what that one is offhand. Ah, Arceus. Okay. I'm trying to think of which game you would be shining hunting him in, because I don't know if he's not region locked. That's a conversation we're about to have in a minute, but shiny lock is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, that's why I didn't know which one, because I was like, oh yeah, the Diamond and Pearl remakes just got that Arceus update, so I was like, wait, Arceus in Arceus, or Arceus in Diamond and Pearl, or Arceus in a completely different game than those two? I was like, which Arceus? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the schedule. You can see this on Twitter. I think I need to pin this on the Twitter account, as I figured out. It is Japanese tokusatsu. Yeah. Controller fell in my lap. It's a Japanese tokusatsu show that's been going on for like 50 years now. We're taking a look at a lot of the video games from them. Like 50 of them, because numbers. But yeah, we're taking a look at 2 of them tonight, and we're going to be doing this weekly. Technically on the Thursdays. We're doing it on Wednesday this week because I had to reschedule a stream that was supposed to be today to tomorrow. So we're doing tomorrow's stream today. So, eh. But yeah, we'll be doing this weekly for about 25 weeks. We're going to end off on a speed run of the Memory of Heroes survival modes with all the riders. If we hit affiliate while I'm doing all of this nonsense, we'll do a shuffler of a bunch of the classic NES, SNES, the like rider games over in BizHawk. And we're going to try to beat one game if the shuffler will let me. We'll find out. My money's on no, because that's just how my luck is. But anywho, folks, say hi to yourselves. This is SummonRide. Some quick info on this for those curious. This was released back in December 4th, 2014. It was developed by, I think it's Eiting? I want to say it's Eiting is how you pronounce the studio's name. They are a little... Oh, probably not a little. They are a developer in Japan. Looks like they've done support work for some different games, and they've also been farmed out a ton of Rider games over the years, so we'll be talking about them a lot. But some of the key highlights for us, they did all 3 of the Battle Ride 4 games, but in a bigger scope, they co-developed Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and one of the Naruto Shippuden games, and a bunch of other fighting games, so you can get the idea of what their specialty is. This, of course, was published by Namdai Banco Games. That is the correct name. Do not correct me on that. That is how you pronounce it. And, of course, this was released on PS3 and Wii U. We're taking a look at the PS3 version today. If you're looking to pick this up physically, if you're looking to play this game yourself, because, as I said earlier, you cannot emulate this game. I know emulation is probably a thing people have mixed feelings on, but in this stream and in this house, emulation is a very gray area. That is because we're also taking a look at the Kamen Rider 5's game that is on the PS2. That's why the PS2 is next to the 5's title, not the SummonRide title. Because the game is just called Kamen Rider 5's, and, yeah. That would be confusing. So, I designated it as the PS2 one. But yeah, you're going to want to pick this up on PS3 because it is region-free. The Wii U is region-locked. I do not know the means by which you have to do to region unlock a Wii U. I'm going to assume you probably have to do some shenanigans with the console that I'm sure a lot of people are probably not comfortable with. So, do pick up the PS3 version, but as I said, this is a Toys to Life game. So, we have toys, and I will also show a quick picture real quick of what these toys look like for anyone who has not seen them. They are on the small side. I was about to say, where did I put that photo? So just to show it here real quick, this is what the drive figure looks like next to a standard amiibo. It's a terrible picture, I know. I just snapped a quick photo. They are tiny. They are tiny, tiny, tiny figures that are not very big. But you see here, we have the double figure. And in terms of options, we also have... This is going to take a minute, so strap in. These transitions take a while. SummonRide. Wizard. Because both him and Gaim, which, just to give you a time frame on how long it takes, I just put the figure on the portal, and it just now got there. This is not as snappy as the Skylanders games are, to be honest. But we also have Gaim. Gaim, Drive, and Wizard are part of the starter set, along with a bunch of chips and stuff, which we'll get to in a second. But additionally, we had Double, and also, because of the timeliness of when I picked this up for this, Ryuki. Because we were talking about Ryuki on TGSR as I was picking this up. Because of course it is. Ryuki and Double are in a pack together with a couple of the chips. Now, what are these chips? I have to take Ryuki off, put Double back on to explain this. So, these chips come in 2 forms. They come in the form of a form change, and they come in the form of what they call a Nakama ride, aka, it's a friend ride. You get to summon a friend. So, in terms of form changes, let me find it here, you can transform a rider into a different form. Specifically, most often the final forms, as shown here. You can transform into Double Extreme, and it lasts for a specific amount of time in combat. We're right here in the hub area at the moment, so not much we can do here. But you can also summon a friend. In this case...
SummonRide, Zangetsu Melon Energy Arms.
Shinzengetsu. Let me turn down the audio a little bit. That's a little less loud. But, interestingly enough, we'll just take this off. I don't think we can have two on here at the same time. Your form change chips double as friend chips. So, for example...
SummonRide, Forze Magnet States.
Forze is a character in the game, but we can summon Forze Magnet States. I think it would be better if I summoned someone we actually just saw as playable. In this case, Friend Wizard.
SummonRide, Wizard All Dragon.
And just to show that off again, we're going to take double off. We will put Wizard on. I'll probably have to take the chips off for this.
SummonRide.
Maybe. We'll find out if I crash the game or not. Well, we have double Wizard now.
Cyclone Joker Extreme.
Oh, so you can have double friend. Can we have triple friend?
SummonRide, Forze Magnet States.
We can have triple friend. Can we have quad friend?
SummonRide, Ozu Putokira Combo.
Okay, that's too many. Okay, we can only have, like, up to 3 friends, so let's take a bunch of chips off.
SummonRide.
The game has to reset for everything. Let me take the other chips off. Yeah, just to demonstrate that the chips double, you just saw that it summoned Wizard and Dragon as a friend. Here it is as a form change. So, we can do both. I'm going to leave Wizard on here just to keep it simple. Now, in terms of controls, I don't have my input viewer up for this game. I'll have it up for the 5s game, though. Left stick keeps you control. You can walk around, run around, do some donuts. Square is a light attack. Triangle is our heavy attack. And you have your standard square, triangle, square, square, triangle, and then square, 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 triangle. So standard 1-2, 1-1-2, and then 1-1-1-2 combo. I'm sure there's a better technical term for that. You can also hold X to run. It makes your turning radius absolute garbage. And then circle is a block. And it should be a dodge, but that is character dependent. No other buttons do really anything else. Here is your fairy friend. That is something in this game. Do not ask me for translations of what the fuck is going on in this game. I do not have that for you, unfortunately, because the video games are very much a low priority amongst anyone who bothers to fan translating any of this stuff. So I haven't the fanciest idea. Also, since it's a Japanese game, circle is confirmed and X is cancelled because it's just how it is in Japan. It's very frustrating. Here I assume there's some achievements and stuff. I keep an Emperor. Seems to be an unlock tree with all the riders, and pretty much this covers just Heisei riders up to the current release of the game, so that would be Drive. If I can circle this menu, I think that's quit. We won't hit that. Over here is the bird friend telling us stuff. Over here is this upgrade friend. She is here to help us with upgrades. Also, this game is absolutely poorly optimized, but it is a PS3 game, so it should come as no surprise because PS3 was an absolute nightmare to develop on. Load times are long. Granted, this is on an old, fat PS3, but still. Our upgrade tree is essentially... we are trying to connect to these different points from where we start. So we'll just select the square, select the thing, we will put that thing down. We have more attack. Put this down. And we have more attack. We really want to be connecting to the stuff, but that's not something we can really do at the moment. This also shows us all of the rewards we get. And that is pretty much everything you need to know out the gate for this game. What is the plot? Fuck if I know. Someone with a better summary of the game can probably provide it. I don't have that. Like I said, I do not have a translation of this game. I have some fan translations for some of the games, but like 4 of them. Right now, 5 of them, because it's mainly the Great Battle series. Because Gundam, I would say mostly. But yeah, otherwise, it is kind of mission setup. You just go into these crystals, you select different missions. They're kind of just an A to B affair. There's nothing real fancy about those. We kind of have wind area, water area, and a fire area available to us. We will go fire! Or not, because that's not available to us at the moment. We'll go the water area then. Just gotta slide over here. Now we can see the game in motion. It's a good thing we're not doing the wind area because the game will look worse because they implement a wind blowing against you, which makes the game feel like garbage. I cannot emphasize that enough. The first level of this game makes the game feel like garbage because of the wind. Like I said, poorly optimized, so load times take forever. Anywho, scat tutorial telling us, I assume, where to go and stuff. We're just going to skip over that. We got some stuff here. We can break that. We get gems. Here we have good job, our friend Scissors, and we'll just open it up real quick. Give him a suplex. We got a fancy thing. I assume fancy things be important. There's a little jump pad, get us to the next area. We cannot go here because these are locked by element. So, wizard here is fire element, or coded fire element in the game. So, we need Gaim! Because he's water element, because... Orange, I guess. Fuck if I know. Because the only element we have available to us is wind, because Drive is wind, Ryuki is wind, and Double is wind. Why is Ryuki wind? Because the element choices in this game are dumb. So there we had some Invest and Scissors beat up. Get us some more gems. Actually gonna go over here, pick up these real quick. It's lore, I guess. I'm gonna say it's lore. We got lore, folks. We got the Deep Rider lore. Now, hop up here. Pop this. Get some more gems. Come on down. And we're just gonna keep following the arrow. Pick this up. Back here. Goodies. I don't think we can work that. And there you see Gaiden has a block, whereas we had a dodge. Yeah, you see, combat's on the simple side. We're not doing anything extravagant here. I don't know if you can unlock more combos in the game. A part of me is willing to say no. So many scissors. So many scissors for us to beat up. That's a fragment. Maybe if our upgrade pieces. There's another gem thing. Hop over here. Locked into an arena now. I will actually take this opportunity to, as I try to do this blind. Where is? There it is. Bap. Do Kachidoki real quick. I see it didn't really last that long. Taking off so don't fuck with the theme. Let me head back here real quick. This. Another orb. Good orb. Looks like we have another path over here. Oop. Another piece of probably one of our upgrades. Bounce back here. And a bounce pad. Ah, see, we have Emperor Kiva. I'm going to drop in Shinsengetsu real quick, as an assistant. And that was enough. Missed our gem. And it looks like Shinsengetsu staying around until he attacks. Oh, is that mission complete? I believe that's mission complete. It looks like we just got a bunch of stuff and upgrades and like. Sure, I retweeted the stream. I did. Okay. Wanted to make sure I retweet the stream.
Nakama Ride 残血神メロンエネジーアームズ
Resummon Shinzengetsu.
ごきげんよう。
Let's see.
私が力になりますわ。 お望みのエナ選択してね。お望みのエナジー選択してね。新たなエナジープレート。お望みのエナジープレートは
Alright,
お
so we got a
望みのエ
straight
ナジー
one.
プレートは
Release we can make.
準備はよろしい。合成を開始します。お望みのエナジープレートはお望みのエナお望みのエお望みのエナジープレ準備はよろしいですか。お望みの準備合成を開始します。完成です。お望みのエナジープレ準備はよろしい。
Oh,
お
we
望
can
み
make
の
several.
準備合成を開始します。
Let's make another one then.
お望みのエナジープレートはお望みのエナ選択してね。お望みのエナジー選択してね。お望みのエ選択してね。選択してね。お望みのエナ選択してね。お望みのエナ選択してね。
Oh, whoops. That's what I was trying to do. Guess that's an auto placement. They'll optimize based on what you got. That's into there. I don't think we get.
お望みのエナジー選択してね。お望みのエナジー選択してね。
Looks like we do. Okay.
終了しますか。終了しまたいつでもいらしてください。
Alright, so looks like we can go through there now. So we'll drop our good friend Double.
SummonRide ダブル
Like we can go through here. Question is, what is through here? Okay, that just leads back to there. Guessing it's just here's some goodies. That requires fire. Well, off the wizard real quick.
SummonRide Wizard
Oop, and I fell. I was dodging.
Yeah.
And can't do much else. Can't do anything over there. I think we still have missions over here.
僕たちの力僕たちの力見せて腕の見僕たちの力腕の見せ所だね
Yes. Alright, we will swap back to double.
SummonRide Double
We'll head into this one, see what it is. I see you're facing an army of bees. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is Double so bad? Double has way too much charge up on their attacks. Ow. Well, we're dead. We have to swap somebody else. Tamari, help us out here.
SummonRide Drive
Oh my god, they are throwing projectiles left, right, and center. Jesus. We might have to go Haruto on this. Oh, we're getting put in bullet hell, and it's not fun.
Wizard
Haruto, help. Haruto, please. Oh my god. Oh my. I think we've stepped into an area we're not supposed to be in. We're down to our last one, and it's Ryuki.
Ryuki
I might have should have checked the level requirement. go over here since we're wet. This is a very large area. I was about to say, where are the enemies? Oh no, it's more of these. Oh no! Ah, yep, I saw that coming. we got put in below. Okay. I don't think we were supposed to be in there at the moment. Yeah, I think we got a trophy for dying. Hell yeah. Falling forward progress.
SummonRide. Double.
Let me see.
僕たちの腕の見せどころ腕の見せどころだね
Okay, that just says 2 stars, and we've been doing 1 star, so it's probably beyond our level. We probably need to come over here and do more missions. Do more missions. God, double feels real bad. I hate it. There's so much wind up on their attack. It just does not feel good. Like, they have a double strong to make up for that? At least sometimes. We're gonna skip anything optional. We're just gonna take the direct route. Yeah, double feels super bad. I'm swapping. God, double feels so bad. Why? Why did you make my boys feel garbage? They feel so slow in a game that should feel faster than us. Oh, we're facing a for Kawani. we're gonna just summon a friend.
仲間ライ
おっとはっ誰だおとなしくしてろ
大丈
Oh, hi, Butcher guy. Look at the boss. Being ever so slightly off the ground makes them fucking invincible because we can't touch them.
おとなしくしてろおとなしくしてろはっふはっつらはっふはっつらはっふはっつらはっふはっつらはっふアイテムゲットだはっふはっつら
Okay, that's mission complete. I think you get the idea of what this game has to offer. It's not that good, all things considered. I think it's fine. It's about what you'd expect for, like, a not great Rider game. I also think a lot of this is being reused from the Battle Rider War games, because this game came out between Battle Rider War 2 and Battle Rider War Genesis. And like I said, the people who made the Battle Rider War games made this, and oh look, they reused stuff. I feel like they reused some stuff from those games. If anything reuses Battle Rider War stuff, it's this game. I also feel like we should be able to level up somehow, and I don't know how. I wish I knew. Because I feel like that's kind of our big barrier at the moment, is leveling up. And I feel like I missed a level up somewhere. Oh, there it is. It was right there in the second menu. And oh look, that opened more squares. Yeah, I think we'll call it there for that game. But we got another one to play. But it'll take me a little bit to get it set up. So we're going to come over here. You're going to listen to some music while I get all this turned off and kind of squared away and out of the way so I can work a little bit. All right. Let me take this off. Yeah, PCS2 up and running. Although I got it on the wrong one. I need to be over here. I don't have PCS2 over here. 1 second. Is it game capture? PCS62 under? Yeah, it's window capture. Yeah, there it is. Whee! Oop. All right, let me adjust this real quick. All right, there is audio for the game at the moment. It's just none playing. So yeah, this is Kamen Rider 5's the video game for the PlayStation 2. It was developed December 18th, 2003. This is an in-house Bandai across the board, developed and published. Region locking on the PS2 is, shall we say, complicated. So, it requires either a soft modding from either like a boot disk or something along those veins, or hard modding from like a mod chip. So once more, if you want to play this physically, you're gonna have to look into that and see how willing you are to handle that kind of stuff. Otherwise, this is running on PCSX2 because we are emulating it here. So, in terms of modes that we've got, let me make sure I'm on the right place. So we've got 2-player, we've got free mode, challenge mode. Come back around, that is lecture tutorial mode. That's the credits, options, gallery, and slot machine mode. Or come back around to 2-player mode. And, oh, before I forget, I should... One second. Pull this up. This is a... Oh, I don't have that for this screen. Oops. Crap. What do I have that as? Game capture controller. Okay. Dude. I'll just throw this on screen real quick. This is an input viewer, so CNC. Oh, whoops. As soon as I get rid of... Go away. As you can see by buttons. We're going to swap this to... PlayStation controller, just to give you an idea. And as you can see, as I'm pressing buttons, you can see those buttons being pressed. Give you a better idea of like how this game is played, along with me talking about it. You can see visually how the game's being played. So we're just going to keep it right there. Kind of center-ish of the screen. For the moment. Because we will go into challenge mode. Now, a little forewarning. I might have to mute the audio of this game every now and again, just because of music and stuff that is going to come up. So, bear that in mind. Yeah, this is a fighting game. I've got a guide up in case I want to see what controls and stuff are, but we're just going to kind of like mash buttons and see how it goes, because I am not a fighting game person. Go talk to Kaiju Carl. Get him to stream these games and give a better understanding of this, because while I have a guide up to help, there's only so much I can do. Anywho, let's get into challenge mode. So we've got Faiz, we've got Kaiza, we've got... I might keep the game audio on the low side. One of the Orphanocs and then the Horus Orphanoc. We will just go standard Faiz. We're going to keep that simple. Oh, those backgrounds look terrible. That is just a fucking picture. Okay, so square is throw. Ah! Oh, yep, that's a throw. That's another throw. So triangle seems to be a special button. Based on the meter. Ow, we pull. And this is where we mute, because I recognize this song. So, for those wondering, People With No Name is playing at the moment, so we're having to mute the stream. And we'll come back out. Ow. Ow. Good. Uh-oh. And mute again. And then we gotta mash circle for defense. And we dodged it! Also, the song is still playing, for those wondering why the audio stopped back. Oh, that's a square mash! Ow. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, let me shrink the controller just a little bit, so I'm not obscuring as much of the HUD. Okay, so we won that fight. Audio can come back now. Until we do another finisher, we might.
クリーニング屋のな。なんだお前は。
Alright, so we're fighting another one of the Orphanox. Ow. Ow. I didn't mean to. Ow. Okay, that. Alright, we're just gonna have to play this game on mute because this song is coming up every time we attempt a finisher, so. Enjoyed the game soundless, folks. Alright, this is not a hard mash. Seems like it's more dependent on health. You are not dead. That does not kill. There we go. Alright, so round 2. Up, I got through. Fine, I'll throw you. Here, turned on the Five's phone. Miss. This is fairly standard mashing, which pretty much tells you that difficulty-wise, this isn't very hard. So, honestly, this feels fairly standard, like 3D, well, more like 2.5D fighter, because we are fighting on a 2D plane, but 3D with 3D models. So, this feels pretty standard. Nothing super fantastic here, if I'm being honest. At least with someone without like a whole lot of like fighting game experience. So, up, I got through. Fantastic. No, I didn't go forward on that one. Fine, I throw you. Hack it. Counter. Oh no, you summoned sword. Oh my god. Okay. I see our good friend Autobot in there. What is that? Is there like an assist button? Unless it's triangle? Oh, it's just triangle. Oh, it's a desperation attack. Okay, that's what the guide's telling me. Okay. So we summoned an Autogen assist since we were behind by a good margin. We're under half health. It looks like we've evened things out. Oh my god. Alright. No, you're not getting whatever attack this is off. No, no, you're not kicking us. No, I decline. Oh no, not the throw! Ow. Ah, he's got his finisher. What button? Circle. No. Decline. I decline to take your finisher. I decline. And we win. Ow. Alright. Pull out the Pi's phone. I forgot which button was shoot. There it is. Oh, damn, you have slide. No. See if we can hit the finisher and end this. What's my button? X. I'm getting low resistance on this, so. That might kill? So we have beaten the horse Orphanarch. When do we fight Kaiser? I wish to put him in the toilet if possible. There he is! Yay, I get to put the shithead in the toilet! Yay! Fuck this man, he sucks. I'll pull out your gun. Ow! No! He figured out the move! Oh no! Ow. Aha! I threw you backwards! You are not getting Side Basher out. Here's a Rider Kick. Goodbye. You're done. Goodbye. Ow. Well, done. We can get some distance and just abuse the AI. Oh, darn. Yeah, I got smart. So it seems like if you get to like your third bar, you get finisher off the bat instead of at 2 bars you get setup. So honestly, that second bar marker is like pointless. Oh, I was about to say, did we not kill? We killed. Okay. We fight Saiga. Oh, well, we just straight up have the opening play. Fantastic. This is why I muted the audio from the game. You're not very smart, AI, aren't you? You just let me do this forever and build up meter. Looks like his desperation is Jet Slinger. Oh, I did set up for finisher. Oops. Instead of gun. So this feels much like the Climax Heroes games, where it's more or less first the finisher wins. First to get 3 bars pretty much wins, because then it just becomes a like a mash fight. Ah, we've got our results. All right, so we got some gallery stuff. Looks like we got the camera knuckle attack we can do now. I assume that's credits. That seemed like credits. There's opening. Alright. That was challenge mode. We've got free battle, which we just have the accessing characters we normally have. I want to see what this slot machine mode is. All right. Oh, so this is just pieces of art. Nothing. Come on, give me something here. Seems like we're getting pieces of artwork for the gallery. But doesn't seem like we're getting anything else. We didn't really unlock a character. Alright. Speaking of gallery mode, let's check that out real quick. Okay, yeah, we're getting pieces of art. Yeah, because there's another piece of art. Okay. That seems to be pretty much it outside of a roster, which the roster is Flies, Kaiser Delta, the Horse and Crane Orphanox, Snake Orphanox, Crocodile, Centipede, Lobster, Dragon, Vice Blaster, and Autobotchin. I haven't taken the time to unlock everything, so yeah. That's pretty much this offer. There's not much else here, if I'm being honest. I don't know how much more we can kind of pull out of this, so... Eh. It seems fine as, like, one of these, like, PS2 era fighting games, so yeah. I think we will call it there, then. So, next week, I think we have a couple more interesting picks. We're going to be checking out the Kamen Rider Hibiki game, which we might have to mute all the audio on again. And because I was stupid and kept saying this game when it was not the case, Gren Nobu, or Gren Shaka no Yobu, which is a SNES title? Was that stupid? No, that's the NES title. But yeah, those we'll be checking out next Thursday, unless we have to reschedule things again. But between now and then, tomorrow, we're hopefully finishing up Metro Prime 3, myself and my longtime friend and podcasting partner, Rapid Epsilon. Saturday, we should be doing some Halo speedrunning things with the Halo the First. And then Sunday, we're going to be talking more Kuga, because we've been watching 4 episodes of Kuga week and talking about them on those Sundays, so come check us out then. But between now and then, if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Jumping away at that, I feel like go at TZ on Twitter, gets you updates on my life. Next major point, Discord, Jack, and Sister Link. Drop by, say hi. See you.